Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it. This is Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. But I want to bring your attention to a show that I'm going to be having tonight. It's going to be very interesting. I'm encouraging all of you, those of you that are listening to this video, to tune in tonight, because perhaps this might be some of the reason why we have all of the mess that is going on in our own country. Because you have to listen to these things. These things, the trouble we've been having in Liberia didn't start overnight. These are things that's been happening from time to time. There are those who came before us, past generation, failed to recognize these things, and will continue to repeat them. And because we ourselves have not yet able to recognize and see if those things can be rectified, so that this country, beautiful country of ours, can be built just by our hands as Liberian. It doesn't matter who you are at this point. Concord country, it doesn't even exist anymore. We're all one another. We're all one country, one people. But if we do not understand why these things are happening to us, we're most likely not going to be able to find solution. So I ask you tonight to join me.
Yet, how does one begin to help people who swim on their own flooded streets to voting booths to vote incompetent criminals back into office?
Yes, that is a big question we all have to answer. How do you help people who will go to the voting booth swimming in their own flooded streets just to vote people in offices who are incompetent? And those incompetent people that are being voted in offices will also appoint people who are also incompetent. So this is like a big deal. How do we help our brothers and sisters to make sure that their voting rights are utilized effectively? They have the voting cards. They must be told how important their voting cards are to all of us. And so I'm saying, those of us that have this platform, this is not time for hate. You don't come into this because you hate. You must do all you can to educate the voters themselves, how important their voting cards are. Because of their vote, our leaders being able to do what is right for our people. Join me this evening as I try to explore this particular question and many more that will be coming. Join me this evening at 8 Eastern Time, 5 Pacific, where we will take on this question and be able to see how much we can go. With your help, we, the Liberian people, will be able to educate our brothers and sisters that have the right to vote whoever they want, but they must do so with responsibility. This is Samson Toll, Liberian Public Radio. Thank you very much.
C'est autissement, encore une autre fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas bloqué nous. Quand il y a Sylvie, il y a quoi qui j'ai loupé presse. L'Amérique n'a pas bloqué, t'as mon bien de moi avec moi, nous deux. En somme, on va battre au moins, néo. Mon temps dit, t'as mon mouillé, on s'est battu pour moi, il dit, ouais. Tout là, l'autre, yo.
Doing anything, the people getting amended. And with me from 2005 to date, we're all doing anything. I've done something. Trust me. I'll be re-elected. You understand? So you don't need to fight. You don't need to destroy your country. You don't need to even condemn your country. You have to be inspired, peacefully, and then convince the people, persuade people. Politics is about persuasion. And it's about what you have done for your people. I have done so much that I don't need pay for. You know why I don't need pay for? Because Liberians love me and they promoted me when I was on a soccer page. You know what I'm saying? And they were proud to be Liberian when I was on the soccer page. And I've done my best for my country. I'm a former peace ambassador. It doesn't matter what people say. I'm on record.
Yao, abela lokeyo, mivito jobai, mivito nyomba, matissimo peyo. Manager Gigi, ouais t'es jamais forcé ou si tu connais, tu connais. L'animateur Choco Noska Yassen de Toyebi, l'homme a tout fait pour Mivito. Aniche les vieux.
Henry, I can tell you the problem of this country with respect to prices, with respect to health, with respect to education, and largely tied to roads. There are no roads. You don't see opportunities where they should be when you don't have roads. From up to 173 years, we only have one road. How do you know what is happening in Bapolu when you don't have road? You don't go there. The prices of goods, commodities in the market are high because to get them to where they are needed. So there's no way you can, when I talk about road, I'm not talking about putting road on the sidewalk in Monrovia, $50,000 road and make it $3 million. We're talking about roads that will open up the country. We're talking about roads that will open up opportunities, roads that will get businesses going, and dependency reduced because people believe their goods and commodities can get to the market. That's what we're talking about.
But we'll prosecute and will confiscate assets that people steal and acquire by illicit means. I often say that in Liberia, when people get caught, they send their wife, they send their children, they send their relatives, whatever, to come and beg. I'm saying the Liberian people, don't come and beg. You know, don't come and tell me, oh, stand to help you get elected. He talked nice about you on the radio station. Now he's stealing, so forgive him. Stanley should have known when he was stealing that we're going to punish him. So there's going to be consequences. That's the first thing. Then we have to make sure we're paying people a living wage. So we did the arithmetic, we did the math in 2017 that when you look at policeman's salary or healthcare worker's salary or teacher's salary, by the middle of the month, the money finished. By the time they pay rent, they buy food, they pay the children tuition, and of course, they're not going to starve, right? So the policeman will pull you over, the teacher will accept bribe, they change grades.
Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Healthcare worker's salary or teacher's salary. By the middle of the month, the money finished. By the time they pay rent,
Okay, let's try again. I am having echo on the other side, but let's see. Okay. Folks, just bear with me. Okay, folks, Samson too. So
and of course, they're not going to starve, right? So the policeman will pull you over, the teacher will accept bribe, they change grades.
again, testing. Yes, still me. I want to know our best. Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it. This is Samson to LIBERIA Public Radio. But I want to bring your attention to a show that I'm going to be having tonight. It's going to be very interesting. I'm encouraging all of you, those of you that are listening to this video, to tune in tonight, because perhaps this might be some of the reason why we have all of the mess that is going on in our own country. Because you have to listen to these things. These things, the trouble we've been having in Liberia didn't start overnight. These are things that's been happening from time to time. There are those who came before us, past generation, failed to recognize these things, and will continue to repeat them, and because we ourselves have not yet able to recognize and see if these things can be rectified, so that this country, beautiful country of ours, can be built just by our hands as Liberian. It doesn't matter who you are at this point. Concord country, it doesn't even exist anymore. We're all one another. We're all one country, one people. But if we do not understand why these things are happening to us, we're most likely not going to be able to find solution. So I ask you tonight to join me.
Yet, how does one begin to help people who swim on their own flooded streets to voting booths to vote incompetent criminals back into office?
Yes, that is a big question we all have to answer. How do you help people who will go to the voting booth swimming in their own flooded streets just to vote people in offices who are incompetent? And those incompetent people that are being voted in offices will also appoint people who are also incompetent. So this is like a big deal. How do we help our brothers and sisters to make sure that their voting rights are utilized effectively? They have the voting cards. They must be told how important their voting cards are to all of us. Okay, folks, let's see. We're testing some new equipment here tonight, of course. As you can see, it's a little bit darker with the old system we have. So just bear with us, And so I'm saying those of us that have these platforms, this is not time for hate. You don't come into this because you hate. You must do all you can to educate. Okay, so I'm going to continue with it because I know eventually I'm going to get it anyway. So this system that I'm using, I know you can hear me, and the only reason why we're having echo, the new system we have, it's still not, the bugs are still there. We're going to work on it. So I hope I'm still visually satisfying to you here tonight. But let's get it going. I think you know who I am. But I'm not happy. You know, I spent all the time trying to get this thing together. I'm not happy. If I can't get this tonight, I might just have to terminate the show and have come on with Mr. Soch tomorrow. hopefully we'll get, because we put a lot of time and finances and energy into this thing here. So we want it to work. So I tested it earlier. It was tested, and we had it going. It was fine. So I'm not too sure what happened now. So just bear with me. Bear with me. Well, even if we're going to be here a little bit late, I mean, that's fine. But just bear with me. Bear with me. The voters themselves, how important their voting cards are. Because of their vote, our leaders being able to do what is right for our people. Join me this evening as I try to explore this particular question, and many more that will be coming. Join me this evening at 8 Eastern Time, 5 Pacific, where we will take on this question and be able to see how much we can go. With your help, we, the Liberian people, will be able to educate our brothers and sisters that have the right to vote whoever they want, but they must do so with responsibility. This is Samson Toll, Liberian Public Radio. Thank you very much.
C'est au-dessus de moi, encore une autre fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas loupé nous. Quand il reste Sylvie, il y a quoi qui j'ai loupé presse. L'Amérique n'a pas loupé, t'as mon bien de moi avec moi, nous deux. En ce moment, on va battre au moins, néo. Mon temps d'hier, t'as mon mouillé, on s'est battu pour moi, il pleure. Tout là, loupé yo.
Doing anything that people get to amend it. And there will be from 2005 to date. We all doing anything. I've done something. Trust me. I'll be re-elected. You understand? So you don't need to fight. You don't need to destroy your country. You don't need to even condemn your country. You have to be inspired, peacefully, and then convince the people, persuade people. Politics is about persuasion. And it's about what you have done for your people. I have done so much that I don't need pay for. You know why I don't need pay for? Because Liberians love me and they promoted me when I was on a soccer page. You understand? And they were proud to be Liberian when I was on a soccer page. And I've done my best for my country. I'm a former peace ambassador. It doesn't matter what people say. I'm on record.
Yao, abela lokeyo, bivito jobai, bivito inamba, matissimo keyo. Manager Gigi, ouais t'es jamais forcé ou si tu connais, tu connais. L'animateur Choco, Noska Yassen de toi.
Okay, let's try again. Let's try it again. I hope. And if it's not working, hopefully the sound is there. The folks, we spend a lot of time, energy into this, and want to make sure we give you a good product. So please just bear with us as we try to get this, because I have everything set earlier. But anyhow, I think we have Mr. So. How is the sound? Please give us an update on that. But anyway, let me go ahead. Okay, Mr. So, can you check to see, because you're very anxious to call when things are going wrong, which I appreciate. Now do the honorable thing to see if you can tell me if something else is wrong with it. Mr. So, can you text into the LPR platform to see what we're doing, how we're doing? Because I can hear myself. But anyway, let me go on. Let me go while he's wasting time. I think, folks, you guys can hear me. I want to thank all of you, as I was saying earlier. I also want to thank the opposition. Even though there was a rocky stuff, people making some ridiculous statement and things like that, but it's an election process. Fine. But at this time, I think, okay, thank you guys. If you can hear me now, I hope that I'm audible. I'm not too sure what the deal was, but that's fine. That's fine. It's a new system. But anyhow, so the folks that started earlier, it was a little bit difficult to understand that this election was very important. So the counting process is on. But there are those who now are beating a drum that I don't know how to play. And I want to say to the Liberian people, if you follow anyone that will try to bring in trouble in this country while the person is outside, then it's on you. You have done your job. You already went to the poll and you selected who you want. And that process is now turned over to those that were asked, Liberians. They themselves, they're Liberians, were asked. They were asked to manage the process. So let's trust that. Because if you didn't trust it, why participate in it? You participated in the process. And then the last meeting, you want to question that. That's fine. The Constitution provides that you go, if you're not certified, you have to follow the proper channel. You cannot, and you must not preach violence against the electoral process. Unacceptable. If you believe that your process or your right was violated as a electorate or whatever, the Constitution provides for you to follow and go through a channel proper channel, whatever it is. Okay? But earlier today, as I was perusing the social media, people were online promising chaos. The election commissions were given the job. You as an electorate, your job as an electorate is to go and cast your vote, you turn your back, you walk away. And the election commission themselves must be trusted. If you have no trust in the system, why you allow yourself to participate? If you knew very well you have no trust in the system, why will you participate in the system? And then you come out and say, well, the system is faulty. They're trying to cheat. You want to catch the cheater before it happens? That's an election. But I'm not going to dwell on that tonight. I'll just stay here and congratulate the Liberian people, to be honest with you. Because you people have done a wonderful, wonderful job. The Liberian diaspora, you also have done a wonderful job. You have to congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back, because with you, with your support, financial support, you were able to sustain the country to get to where it is. Even though President Weah was doing his best, but because of you, the Liberian diaspora, the support arms that you extended out to your brothers and sisters, mother, father, back home, help this government to be to where it is, my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. So I also want to take my hat off to you. I'm going to go back again to Dr. Toto. A week ago, sound waves were down, and Dr. Toto was on air. I mean, not on air, but he was on social media asking questions, what happened with sound wave? And people, lots and lots, hundreds of people was responding, because everyone was having issues. You're supposed to send money. Dr. Toto is not looking for sound wave for money to come to you from where? From Bon County? For money to come from Bon County and come to Dr. Toto? No, it's the other way around. And he's not alone. I have to go out because the time was so close. Some way were wasting time. I had to go back to a money brand. So I'm not alone either. There are many of you. Every week, people send money. And because of the finances, the support you give to our brothers and sisters, I would submit that because of that, things are calm in Liberia. I will submit to the Liberian diaspora, to you tonight, to say because of you, there's peace in Liberia. Because of it has in the government. Yes, they have done their part. But because of you, peace is in Liberia. Somebody can say, I'm hungry tonight, but tomorrow my brother or my cousin or my mom or whatever relationship you have with that person, the person said, they will send me money tomorrow. I will wait. Because of you, the support you get, people are selling. They don't go around busting people market down and trying to steal things in mass. Because of you, the Liberian diaspora, you guys are so wonderful. I'm not too sure if any other country in the world that would do this kinds of stuff to its people. But yet still, funny as it is. You go home and the people look at you funny as well. They think that they see men that can be sending money, but when you get down there, it's a different song. But overall, I want to thank you guys. See, there are times in history, and I'm not a student of history, so let me just make that clear. But I read a little bit. I'm not my little totem book I can read. So there are times in history, folks, where you look back at situations and say, yes, this is good. And what I'm about to tell you right now, well, I'm gonna wait until Inauguration Day. But anyhow, I just want to say this. There are many Liberians. Some are dead, some are alive, and they will tell you this point, this one man, one vote, because some of them, huge family financial issues. There was some student here in the United States that were going to school, came here. It's not like when refugee came over here, you got your green card to the airport. It wasn't like that those days. You come here, you're going to have to either go and get married to an American citizen if you're going to stay. If not, you stay, your visiting visa over, you're going back. If you're a student and your school fee is not paid, you're going back. So those days, things were difficult. So many Liberians that you look upon now, they come to your gathering, and you young people think these people don't need to be respected because you came with green card waiting for you at the airport. Many of us, when we came, we were running away from immigration, just like they do full up in Liberia, or many of the foreigners in Liberia run after them. So people were frightened, terrified. I'm one of those. So the best thing you can do most of the time is to marry, and then you apply. Political asylum didn't exist for many of us because we're from the countryside. So those things don't work those days. But the point here is this. Many Liberians, many of them are dead now, but the sacrifice that these people made, and some of us, before we leave this earth, we will have to make it clear to many of you young people how these things work. Many Liberians, some I know personally, married with kids, but because of Liberia issue, every weekend, those days, you didn't even, you have no access to fax machine. If you want to send something in a mail, you got to go through the mail system. Those days, to make a phone call, it went from 10 cents in the street to 25 cents. You got to go and make a phone call. If you're lucky enough to live somewhere where they have a landline, it's very expensive. So most of Liberians' issue at the time, people, if you're going for a Liberian conference, you drive. At that time, the rental business is not as it is now. Right now, you can go to any airport and rent. Those days, to rent from my own community, to rent, it was not an easy task. Okay? Now, the point here is many Liberians sacrificed their families because they were not there as fathers, as mothers, to be there for the kids when they were growing up. They spend most of the time trying to organize and trying to make sure Liberia has what we have today. One man, one vote. So these are very, very, very difficult things. And for us, some of us to sit here, stay alive and see these things. Some of us went for ULAB convention from this place to that place to this place to that place. Went for, I was living in Ohio, Flower Convention, going here, all Liberian conference, going. These are the results. These are the results. And I'm very proud of many of you. You might be old now, but I want to thank you. Your effort, those days when you're driving from state to state, your effort didn't go in vain because of what you have done. Yeah, you go to the Liberian gathering and say, what the old man want? But that old man get you to where you are. Many of these young Liberians that have no respect for the older people now. How did they get here? Refugee, most of them. Which is good. Which is good. We appreciate that. But I'm just trying to tell you that many Liberians those days, paper to get paper. You're married to an American citizen, and most likely you have to have kids. And you're in school, and you're holding down job, sometimes 2 jobs. And you're going, you're taking 19 credit because you want to graduate. You think that small thing some of us went through in a place? But that's not the point. The idea here for me tonight, I'm happy to see my brothers and sisters for the second time peacefully going out, second, third, whatever time, going out to cast their vote and say, this is the person that I want. And I'm taking this much time to tell you thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. This is just a wonderful, wonderful thing for us. Now, I'll go into the election now. The idea about this election, folks, is very interesting. It's very interesting. And the issue is, for me, you know, just like Cummings, because I asked him that question when he was here in Sacramento. Why did you trust these people? Because I believe they were politically. All right, I'll be careful. And he told me, Samson, I like when I get among people, friends, I like to trust them. Because that's the only way you can. But when you abuse my trust, Cummings said, to get it back, it's difficult. Once I take it away, to get it back is difficult. And this is the same situation here with all of us. The Election Commission were asked to do a specific job. I want to appeal to all of you, even if you have issue. If you have issue, don't do like what the people those days in Monrovia. Those days in Monrovia, when I was in Monrovia as a young man, when you're walking down, it's true story. When you're walking down the street, the policemen see you eyeball red. They're taking you to the police. The team say you've been smoking Carlo. And the police people see you your eyeball red like that. So what your eyeball red for? Why my eyeball can't be red? Well, let go. They're taking you to the station. So many of us stay away from Carlo business. God don't even want you to question me. So we can't do like that. You see little stuff, you're an educated person. Compile all the things you have issue with. Compile them. Turn them over, whatever evidence you have. Turn it over to your lawyer. Let the lawyer apply the system that is given to them, given to us as Liberians through the Constitution. And let the Constitution do the job. If we don't do that, and the sad thing is those who beating the drum, this ridiculous, they are young. Think about it. Samson told, when I leave from here and go to Toll Town, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go and brush again to plant cocoa and coffee and all that kind of stuff. Plant rubber tree. The only thing I want to go to do total right now is just go and relax. But many of you are young. The country is there. That's your country. Even if you think somebody is cheating, help us build the system. Help us build the institution for your future. For your future. Some of you are 35, 40, 45. You still got a long way to go for your future. If you mess it up, you will stay in exile for a long time. Because if Liberia mess up, how you go there? Where you going for? Where you going for? Where you go? Then you're going to be in exile. And then the people as smart as you are, as intelligent, educated, highly educated person as you are, the country where you stay as whatever it is, they will milk all that intellectual process from you. They will milk it. And then when you dry, you got nothing to say, go. Where you going with your, where you going to Liberia to do what? You're young like this, energetic. Put yourself together. Test the system. Well, maybe Samson told just follow it. Test the system. Okay. The Constitution is there. Fine. I believe these people have been cheating. I've compiled my evidence, turn it over to the lawyer. And let the lawyer go and do the process. But you're saying that if the stuff don't go your way, you will be in the street. And now when you be in the street, you will resist. For what? If you resist, what's the end result? What's the end result? What are you going to get out of it? I don't think you're going to get anything out of it. So for me, I'm going to wait until those who are in charge of the electoral process to tell me exactly what is happening. I'll give you an example. It's a little bit of an issue. Here's the polling stuff here that was sent out today, preliminary result as of October 12, 2011, 54 p.m. this evening in Liberia. They have, look at this, all the noise you're making. All the noise you're making. You see, some of you are so intellectually dishonest, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You got 100% or you got $100. Okay? You got $100. And somebody say, oh, I'll give you 10%. And not even 10%. The voting process. All they're saying here, they have 6.66% of the entire process that is already in. And you're going around, the person now win. The person now win. Clean me. They say it's the first round. How can it even if you have 100%, what make you think? Statistically, it's not possible for you to go first round and win everything. This is a system where you have over 19 participants. And you think you're going to win 51 plus 1? Why can't you, even if that's possible, give the system a chance? But instead, you're going around, we're feeling winning. Kalasco carrying basket full of talent. Those are the people that really, for me, intellectually, they are useless, to be honest with you. I don't mean to put them down because they are God's kids, and I don't put people down. But for you, a system that is still in play, and you as close as you are to the president. At one time, people believe you were like the Minister of Information. And then now you're going around making mockery of our brothers and sisters' effort. Kalasco, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You were as intelligent, as educated as you, as young as you are. You would think you would stay somewhere and wait for the system. But no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You're going around making fun. You say this is a Tyler basket. And you know people believe in you. They are followers. You got followers. And you come and make these kinds of pronouncements. Why have you seen people say, Carrasco said that yesterday, and hold your word and try to have some sort of a issue with the electoral process if you guys don't win? Then what? Then what? Then what? And then because you got money, you're able to run out of there. My son don't have money. He can't run out of Monrovia. He can't run out of Liberia. This is unacceptable. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to deal strictly with the Republic of Liberia National Election Commission 2023 elections result partial. Folks, hello, partial. So ain't no conclusion. Ain't say the final. Partial. If you know what partial is, if you know derivative, well, I'm sorry that I brought derivative business upset. Sese can not only can he relate, he can teach derivative. So I'm not going to go through that. But anyway, here's what they say. Turnout. Okay, receive 6.66%. 392 of the 5,890 polling places. They only have 392. Out of the 5,890 polling places, they're saying they only have 392. What percent is that? And you're going to go around here saying you're not feeling winning total? You know, back when I was growing up, you know how we used to vote? You go in, they got a big, they call it town hall. You go inside, what's your name? The name I will now call on TV, then you call that name. Then they repeat, you vote there, then you go around. Then they put you again. I will what, but maybe 5 or 6 years old, or even less. Then you go around, you say, go here again. Then you go again, you call your name. By the time the election over, Tubman had more votes than the population of Liberia. Not anymore. And you have these people who are doing their job. Let's give them the chance. Let's give them the opportunity. Let them fail. If they fail in the space in their duty, then we can come out. But the people have not failed yet. You said they're going to fail. So what do you have to replace them? So if they fail, if you said they're going to fail, are you prepared to redo it? You want it to be redone. Is that what your problem is? Unacceptable. So let's go on. So you see, this is what you guys really get to me. After all of these unbelievable behavior from you guys, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you will claim to be an educated person. And then you will sit behind the mic and try to make sense. This is a time to make sense. And then people, because for me, I'm some educated person, which I'm not. I don't know nothing. But as an educated person, I believe in order for you to be a genuinely an educated person, in my mind, you have to not only project, but you have to execute what you have learned. Put it in practice. Then when you do that, then you say I am an educated person. But you clean your notebook. And common thing like this here, you can't do it because of, it's not even emotion. I won't call it, I'll call it foolishness. It's not even emotion because there's no reason for it. Nobody should go on, because you go on Facebook, they say, oh, we lacking there, oh, we are finished. Yeah. They say 6.66%. 6.66%. Then you say you're winning. And not only president we are. You have Unity Party Pro, oh, this is one time. And one of the smarter young men that I know of coming out here and believing that the people are going to start something, suspecting, speculation, and you want people to die based on speculation? Unacceptable. So let me go on. So yeah, President soon to be, by the way, let me, before I go on, in the interest of fairness, I am a heavy sympathizer of Ambassador Bakar. In fact, I call Ambassador, I've been calling him the next president of Liberia almost 3 months ago. However, if you know me and you know this liberal, I'm not going to sit down here because I support somebody or admire somebody for people to come and talk all kinds of nyama thing for me to accept it. No, I won't do that. That's whatever it is, it's up to them. Okay? I won't do that. But I will be truthful. I can't come here because the fact that I'm supporting somebody and I'm hoping that person, therefore I should come and just give you numbers that I could come here right now. Look at this. Look at this. You see, this is what I call intellectually dishonest. These people, they're ugly. But here's the trouble. Many, like you're young Liberian people, this is the trouble you will face. Many of you are educated. Many of you are sophisticated. And so, with your sophistication level, you have the ability to manipulate. And the sad thing is, many of your brothers and sisters are yet to be on your level. And you understood that. This is what makes you a dangerous person in my mind. Because once you take that opportunity, knowing full well these brothers and sisters are now on your level, and you decide to manipulate information, it's just a matter of time for them to follow you. I'll give you an example. I just told you, Nike is telling us 6.66% of the entire process, I will hope. But look here. They come out, they say votes. Ambassador Bakar, 57.86 thousand percent, 46.27. You know what that percent represent? You know what that percent represent? And you're going around thinking Ambassador Bakar finna winning? That percent represented 6.66% of what has been sent out to them. Why you're doing us like this? Why you're doing these things? When Liberia go, you see what's happening in Israel? America focuses on that, and Ukraine. They will not focus on Liberia. You will be on your own for a while. And you'll start anything in our country. But then again, I can't even excuse, because we will bear the brunt of the responsibility, to be honest with you, the Liberian diaspora. Because I cannot sit here and allow my son and his kid to go hungry. I will find money. And I'm not alone. Many Liberian diaspora will do the same thing. So why can't you allow us to keep our own little 5 cents, 2 cents that we're making? Let us share with you because we want to. But we will not share with you when we know we're suffering. Why are you treating us like this? The Liberian women, then they go do live in, they sleep there. They don't sleep, they work all night. The Liberian women are working in the hospital, they work all night. And then you say they're cleaning, caca. That's fine. I'm not going to even respond to you. That the caca money you can eat. Then, those of you that have the opportunity for the caca money to put you through college, instead of you to say, Mama, thank you. Please, I will do my best to improve the system so my children will not depend on your caca money. But you're not doing that. You want to turn the system over. If the system is not in your favor and you have issue with it, go to the court and show your evidence why you believe the system is against you. But you don't want to do that. You take this 46.27% of the 6.66%, and then you say the man finna winning. You say the man finna winning. Then you're going to threaten because you don't have certain number. Who in your right mind think that this? Okay, President we have 39.6%. Okay. Councillor Gonglo, 3.59%, according to the story, according to what is sent out. Okay. So you have, I don't know who this guy is. Who is it? Edward. I've never heard of him before. And this is why the people, but that's not my issue. I'm not even going to complain about it. He has 2.26%. Okay. And yes, these people, they go out. Almost coming 1.55%. Okay. And they go down the list. They go down the list. All these percentage are coming out of the 6.66%. They even reach 10%, yo. They're telling you, out of this 6.66%, Ambassador Baga got 40 some more percent. So if you were to get 50%, that means he got 3.33%. What is that? What is that? He hasn't even gotten that yet. He hasn't even gotten that yet. So you stop this thing. Let's wait until these people make the announcement. Let's wait. We got time. The Liberian people have given us the opportunity to say, Mr. I've been out here every day. Ambassador Baga going to whip CDC. Ambassador Baga going to beat CDC. The Liberian people is looking at me and say, okay, say what you want to say. These people and myself have gone through that before. See, on the scene, Liberian Public Radio. Oh, I don't want President Weah. Your money left President Weah. President Weah can't help us. All kinds of things. Liberian people got ready. They said, Mr. Toll, thank you very much. But this is the man we want. Who am I to say, how can you advocate for somebody and you don't believe in their judgment? Who are you? Intellectually dishonest person. You're advocating for somebody for their rights. And the person utilizes the rights that you're advocating for their own benefit, they believe. And even if it's not what you think, why would you say, no, I don't want that? Then who are you? Intellectually dishonest. This is the same problem we're facing right now. But anyhow, folks, I'm going to be opening the line now. And I will hope you'll give me a call. But this for me, the whole time, when you read Facebook, you go on Facebook, you think that the election over. The election ain't do fwenye, ain't do fleckani, ain't do viakayana, and they even test my toenail. No pun intended. 6.66%, and you guys gonna stop. We win. Why you win? And you got $100, and they give you 6.66%. Even if they take the whole 6.66% and say for Ambassador Baga, you win? No, seriously, you win? Your man do that kind of thing, man. Unacceptable. So let me pull my chair here because I'm going to be showing you something from time to time. Okay, let's go by the county here. Okay, first of all, look at it. Lofa County. 5.9% of the 100% that is due. It doesn't, you know what 100% is? If you say I got 10 T and you got the 10 T, the 100% of the 10. And out of the 100% of the 10, they say the Lofa County, they get 5.9% of the vote in counted. And you say, Ambassador Baga winning Lofa County? Maybe I've been drinking total power tonight. Because if I were in a race, but here's the thing here. Here's the thing that the ambassador, the good ambassador will do. In fact, besides, you see, this is where now leadership, people who have interest for their people, this is the test. You would think that Ambassador Baga, President Weah, Ombokumi, Councillor Gonglo, all of those big top politicians, they should all come together now to tell Liberians, election is over. or other way around. Election is over. Therefore, let's give the election commission the opportunity to do the work. Because you cannot send your goons out there to criticize, insult the election commission, the same people who process you have participated in. Then you, as a political leader, are not quite right. I say so. Unacceptable. For people to insult the election commission at this time, unacceptable. Unacceptable. They were not asked to put in the position, you put them there. Let them do their job. But you're going to start cursing them. You think you're own cursing business? Who in a player, who the librarian man, you know how to curse. Who the librarian woman, you know how to curse. But why would we even put ourselves in your kind of position? Here's the thing about this cursing thing. In order for you to curse, or in order for you to get angry, you got to elevate certain position in your body. Your whole body, the system in you, have to be elevated to certain position. And when you finish cursing, then you go down again. Before you know, you get old. Look at me. I'm 85 years old. Did I say 85? I mean 95. I'm only 45. But no, on a very serious note, you can't go and start insulting the election. You have people who are watching the system. And then you're going to do the same. One other interesting thing I was reading tonight before I put the number up. One other interesting thing I was reading. And you know, when I said to you, the LIBERIA is one of the best in this business. And people, and Mr. So say, I like myself. Yeah, don't worry. I will be hungry. But anyhow, a few days ago, I said, I came out here on this radio network, on this public network, and said the Liberian politicians are just greedy. Why will you have an election process in a rainy season? But guess what? The ECOWAS group in West Africa, they agree with me now. And they are asking the same question that I'm asking. You know why? You know why they're going to push for people to have election in Liberia in dry season? Because of what Liberians have exhibited here again today. Because the reason why many of them are not pushing it, maybe if you have election in the summer season, the people temperature is going to be hot, they're going to fight and all that. But now the Liberian people continue to exhibit civility in this process, as far as I'm concerned. Now people are saying that, yes, these people are mature enough. The Liberian voters are more mature than those who are going to be elected. I say so. Because if you are mature, you will come out and condemn anyone that insults the election commission. While you have stranger people, observer in the town, observing your process, and you're going to have other Liberians insulting other Liberians because they think they're going to cheat. In the future, they're going to cheat. Unacceptable. But let me go on. Let me go on before I open. Let me go through the county, folks, and I'll open up. I will open up. Okay. So here they say Lofa County. Okay, Lofa County now. 5.9%. 25 of 424 polling places. 424, they have the result of 25. That ain't even 50%. And you're crying already, then you're not serious, man. Bapolo. Okay, so if we go to Lofa County, Ambassador Barker has 5.9%. 25 of the polling places, Ambassador Barker got 49. If this result were coming in, if it was here in the United States, nobody gonna start dancing. You got 25. Out of 400, you don't even go 25% yet. You haven't go 25% yet, and you think you won. Unacceptable. Okay. So Ambassador Barker is leading. I will use the word leading. I will not use the word winning. I will say leading. He's leading in Lofa County because it's not over yet. Remember what happened? You see many of you Liberian diaspora that are going on Facebook and making these kinds of ridiculous claims. You are starting the same thing Donald Trump started, and if United States were like Liberia telling them a civil war in this country, the amount of division, the division that is happening in this United States. If there's something in Liberia, you got civil war already. Okay? That's the same thing Trump used to do. Because he thought that one night, the process, Trump, out of a certain blue, the thing flip over. He said, I can't believe it. Our leading that much, why did the thing will flip? Because the voting process. That's why you don't know. In Lofa County, okay, Ambassador Barker has 49.36% of the 5.9% votes. Okay, let's go. Bapolo, Ambassador Barker have 49.3%. And okay, let me go back to Lofa. And President, we have 27.7. If I were president, I will lay down and sleep. 5%, I can't worry about 5%. I will lay down and sleep. You think I can't worry about it? Okay. President, we have 27.79. Okay. But who is this Edward W. Aberton Jr.? Who is he? And getting close vote in every county. What's going on? Okay, I'll keep my eyes on him because I'm not too sure, because I know he's coming third over Cummings. Who is he? Did he even campaign that? Well, okay, I'm not gonna fight much. But anyway, let's go ahead. So he had President Weah came second in Lofa County. Bapolu. Ambassador Barker 49.3, President Weah 36.8. Off in Bapolu now. Now that's interesting. Bapolu have 29.8. They're almost getting to 50%. Now, if their trend continues in Bapolu and they pass 50%, and Ambassador Barker continue to lead, now you can say, not even project at that point. But you make a statement, not definitive statement, but you will make a statement. Ambassador Barker is doing well. He's doing well in Bapolu. You can't say he's won because there's 29.85% in Bapolu. Ambassador Barker have 49.3. In all Lofa County, he has less vote in Lofa County as far as right now than in Bapolu. Okay, let's go to Cape Mount. Cape Mount, 0. So y'all want to tell me that Cape Mount doesn't matter? The people just come and announce a winner now. Cape Mount got 0. Nothing come out yet. So Cape Mount, they are voting. That's intellectually dishonest. And these are people we expect to lead us. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, my people. Okay. Bombing, 19.3%. Ambassador Barker, 58.53%. Mosurado, 4% in Mosurado. And people are trimming already because they think Ambassador Barker finished winning Mosurado. They carry Carrasco, they're carrying basket, blue basket that they finished collecting. You know what percent it is? 4.0% of 100. 100%. They only got 4.08 right now. Out of that 4.08, wow. Mosurado County. Look at the amount of vote President we have. 14,545 in Mosurado County. And then you're thinking winning. Ambassador Baka have 13,000 in Mosul. Now, this is something that President Weah and his people need to be concerned with. If Moserado County, in this 4 point something like this, if this kinds of foot to foot, statistically almost dead even, okay? So you have Ambassador Baka 13,896. You have President Weah 14,545. 48.3%, 48.39%, 46.23%. Honorable Kumi in Moserado, 1.6 and 1.86% in Moserado. Now, this guy, this dude, he's up there. He's taking the vote away from somebody. I don't know where his vote is coming from, but it's going to be interesting for a political analyst such as Sese Goya to start digging into this and tell us who this guy polling this kind of vote from. But we'll find out. Okay, so Mount Gibby. Let's see. Where are we in Mount Gibby? 6.112%. Ambassador Baka has 52.21%. Ambassador. Okay, 52.21%. That's McGivey. Ambassador Baka is leading. President Weah second. Okay, Grand Bassa County. Another interest, but look at this. Look at it. What you want to look at is the percent of the total vote. The percent of the total vote will tell you whether you need to go to sleep or you need to worry. For me, as supporter of Ambassador Baka, I'm not even worried right now in Grand Bassa County. 6.67%. They ain't reached 10% yet. Ambassador Baka and President Weah have 42.04% of the 6.67%. Man, Ambassador Baka had 36%. River says Ambassador Baka is leading. President Weah is leading 52.33%. Ambassador Baka 36.42%. Sino County. But let's go back here. Okay. Now, River says have 18.1% of the total already. Okay. Sino have 10.53%. Out of that, 75.8%, 81% goes to President Weah. That's in Sino County so far. Okay, 16 out of 152 polling places, they got 16 already. Okay, total turnout. Okay, 5,365. Okay, so all right. So let's go ahead. So Grand Crew, Ambassador Baka, President Weah. But here's the interesting thing. It's only 3.64%. President Weah almost got 100% of that. He got 86. He had a lot of vote out of the precinct. The turnout, turnout according to that is 1,246. So if he got 86, he got a lot, almost more than 900 votes. Okay, so let's go to Maryland. Maryland is still 0. Oh, so came out Maryland woman, I count them. But just announced that Ambassador Baka finished winning. You don't move on. What plan are you living? You're not even Total. You're not even from Total. Because we Total, we can think differently. Our thinking, well, now all people from Total, me from Total. My thinking go that way. But the way you're thinking, you're even worse than people, you're worse than me. Okay. River G, 6.12%, 64.1 for President Weah, 23.23 for Ambassador Baka. Okay. So the Southeast, okay, Southeast. So Sino or President Weah, Grand Crew or President Weah, Maryland 0, but I would suspect going to President Weah as well. River G, go to the president, we are so far the 6.12%, 64%, more than 50% of it go to the president. We are so far. Grand Gida, 0. I support, you see here where you look at you people and say come and apply right now. Because I support Ambassador Baka. Then I say my country income. The man even come and need. The man just gave President Ambassador Baka the victory now. Then what happened to Grand Gida? So we don't come. You don't take time. You people and say come and apply right now. I come and withdraw my vote. My 1,000 vote I gave to Ambassador Baka. I come and take it away from you because the way you're treating us. That's unacceptable. I'm just kidding. But on a very serious note, Grand Gida 0. Then the people say Ambassador Baka finna winning. So how? Or those the people say that one round for president. How? Yes, another one here. This is a big one. Nima County. And all day on the social media, Nima finna giving the entire thing to Ambassador Baka. Why will you guys make those kinds of statements? You can't wait for the neck to come out. This is 9.24%. 68 of the 736 precincts has reported. Okay, they received out of the 100 vote that out of the 100% they're gonna get, they got 9.24 in Nima County, vote-rich county. Okay. They're not done yet. But you want to threaten the election commission. You think you're frightened there? You're own violent? Man, you stop that kind of foolishness, man. Let people enjoy their vote. And whoever they choose over there, let's accept that. If you want to go to court, go to court. Man. Bond County is 8.11%. They're giving Ambassador Baka, out of that 8.11%, they're giving Ambassador Baka 44.72%. Of that, 8.11. Okay. See, if you know math, you will know reading, then you will not even worry much about that. Okay. So that's the story here. That's the story, and this is coming from this is coming from this Appleton Junior guy. Who is he, my people? Who is this? Folks, those of you that are watching me and you're able to write, who is this Appleton, whatever his name is? Who is he? I've never had any kinds of but anyway. Oh, Chige watching me. Afraid Pig watching me. I'm glad. You think Afraid was here in my studio. And they're gonna think you're doing to us. You're feeling long time, man. Hey, Afraid myself together, you're gonna do you're feeling long time, man. But you know, we get you up there. Well, Pig, how you doing, Chief? Okay. But let's go on. Let's go on a very serious note, folks. So, let me put it. What the other one? One more thing. But who? What kind of business is it? I'm sure. Jesus. All right, let me speak little crown to the two gentlemen. Alfonso, in case Nathaniel, Mosa Bullion there where you go clean. Monsieur Busa and get pin and you know what? I mean, blah. A blade at Sacramento, you get a move father, Rowan. You get a move father, de Philadelphia. Mosande, Pinania, what I'm blade at Janya, you get a move father, Rowan. You get a my father, Rowan. Someone will say right now. Okay, Monty can someone will say out, Monsensi. Fadi flee, how you go and say that? Okay, folks, let me straighten this up. I want to put my number up. Just give me a second, please. I like it when I do that sometimes. All right, folks. But don't call me yet. I will announce for you to call me because I have to set the system up. Okay. So this what I just put out here, folks, it's a very serious business. Okay. We have the election commission. The people ask them, the Liberian people ask, what the heck? Oh. Okay, folks, give me a minute. Give me a minute, please. No device. Pair. All right, Samson tour. Okay, in the meantime, you see, there's another music in Brajida County by Yusuf, the young man that died recently. He said there's a bird in Brajida County called Coal. I don't know the English name, go sue me. But Coal is a bird that sits way up in the canopy, way on the top of the canopy. And they go, when you're doing like that, people believe it's calling for rain. So Yusuf will say, Cole, you sitting way in the tree, up in the canopy over there, and calling for rain. You even get a house in Monroe. When the rain start coming, where you will go at? Some of the people that are fermenting the value, they don't even live in Liberia. Then they say, if it costs me, someone will work. You ever? Where you stay? When you stay in Liberia, you able to put for? When something happens, you able to put for? You able to leave your comfort home to go put for? Man, I beg you, man. Let me put this stuff on. These people, they just, sometimes they just like to run people block up. Yeah, talk about the election commission will do what y'all would do. Let the people do their job. Let the people do their job. Okay. Can't connect. Okay. All right, folks. Just give me a call. I will do what I can to connect you. I can put a phone to my mic. Just give me a call. Samson to Liberian Public Radio, 916-533-2048. So anyway, the Liberal is here again tonight. But folks, on a very serious note, what I just stated, is there something wrong for us to wait? You see, those of us that believe in God. Let me go ahead and answer this guy. Samson to Liberian Public Radio, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Mr. Tour, how you doing? This is Ambrose.
Oh, Ambrose, how you doing? Thank you for calling. What's on your mind?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on my mind. You know, portion of your presentation, I admire you, but you stay cutting corner for Mr. Barker. But you see, they will advise you to know, you know what, the Unity Party is behaving the way they're behaving because they know the number. And secondly, they will come to light and you hear it. They never have pool watcher at all the location. In fact, almost the 6,000 location, they never had that number. And while we're hearing, they say some guys took the Babuku money from pool watcher and ran away with the money. But to be honest with you, certain part of Lofa and the southeast and Babudu did not have pool watcher at every location, every police station.
Well, let me ask you now, Ambrose. Why are you crying for Unity Party when you know you have no interest in Unity Party? What are the poll watcher or not? Where it concern you now? Where your problem here now?
Okay, I'll tell you it's a total problem. Because you see, the evidence and the number will not lie. If you have the number, you will not be too insensitive or be rushing. You wait and relax. And know if Unity Party really believe that they want the election, everybody will be on the side. That as much as I'm not in favor of Joseph Parker, but if Unity Party honestly win the election free and fairly, we should give it to them. But they don't want the election. And secondly, look at them, for instance, you beating on Sekou Kalasto. It was the dollar dealer. I told you go after dollar dealer for making people out of his cell. Which I told. Let me honest and be truthful. If you have a pulling paper just for the presidential, 5,800 and something paper sheet. That plastic bag that dollar dealer have. That plastic bag there's something that have 5,000 in it.
But that's why I didn't see dollar dealers on. I saw Sekou Kalasto on. And I thought
Dollar dealer is the one that brought out that charade.
If I've seen that, I would have made a comment on it, because it's a shame for the people to make these kinds to make mockery out of the Liberian people votes, because there's nothing funny about it. This is a serious business. So if I seen that, I would have made a comment.
Yeah, he the one that started the whole charade.
Okay.
The monkey and Dallin belong. Because Dallin didn't take a plastic bag to a press conference and say that's their vote behavior. You talk about almost, if you get the presidential polling station, if you talk about 5,000, you know how many sheet of paper or how many rim of paper, you talk about almost 11 or to 12 rim of sheet worth of paper that you have to show. The one hand cannot live for that whole box of piece of sheet. So when you going to go with a plastic bag to a press conference and say you have your tally sheet there in a plastic bag?
Did he go to the press conference?
Yes. That was the press conference that he showed the plastic bag. The blue plastic bag, right? He had the tally sheet there in it.
Okay.
I'll look for that video and send it to you.
Okay.
The press conference, you know, they had today. That's when that's when the monkey and him.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ambrose. Appreciate it. But by the way, how you like my new studio?
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks amazing. I saw you fighting with Mr. So to get you a clear stand and the first thing when my sister guy said, he called in and yelling and threatening to fire me. So when his sister watching, I told him, okay, then come back and tell me what he ain't come back, you know. He said, as soon as something go wrong, then you want to fire me right away. Yeah, but you know, Mr. So what you're saying is 100%. I support everything that you said, but you see, to be honest with you, though, you wanted the problem.
Oh,
you're the one that created the monster.
Okay. So I'm one of the problem. How?
Okay, the post criticizing that lady from the get-go.
No, but I want criticism of that lady. It's based on analysis and based on intellectual conversation. We never insulted her. We said at the time, I remember it was Marlis and Mr. George, but their point was well in place. But I'm saying now, the process itself is over to them. Let's give them the opportunity to do the work that we asked them to, that the Liberian people want them to do. We cannot at this time predict that they will cheat. Then you're not serious. By the way, thank you, Ambrose. I appreciate it.
No, but to that point that you just raised, let me just say something. You know, Liberian election may be not unique, but it's beautiful and it's free and fair. The fact of the matter is, so long I can get Mr. Toe, I can get Mr. So, I can get Ambrose to stand on the title sheet. The ballot is counted in my presence.
Yeah.
So if you have dedicated and loyal people from your party, there's no way somebody can cheat you.
Okay, but here's the other thing. Now you see that one thing I love about LCD. You're right. Well, I will not use that word tonight. I told you I will not be bad until after the election. But you just told us that the party didn't have poll washer in many places. So who's signing the tally? Who's signing the tally?
It's not the election commissioner responsibility.
I understand that, but then after you finish saying that, then you come back and say the people will not cheat because everybody signed. You're talking okay. Anyway,
that's true. For every police station, they have 5 to 6 net officials at the police station. I want to make emphasis on for you. You should have your own eyes.
Okay.
They get observers, they get independent observers all over the country at the different police stations.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to make to you, United Party was not able to afford to have their people at the bureau police station. They do have some areas they were there, but some location it was no United Party pool washer at that location then.
Okay.
I'm not saying that United Party don't have pool washer, but you know, the Nigerian process is very hard to cheat because you have police students, they have to be in a line with the CDC or the network before any cheating can happen.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ambrose. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, give me a call, 916-533-2048. We're waiting for your call. But the point here, folks, and let me do this here. What it's very interesting that we're going to have the folks that are going around making the pronouncement about they're winning and they're doing this and doing that, which for me, it really doesn't help at all, because what they're doing is making mockery of the system. And for me, that's not good. That's not good. So I will hope that the Liberian people will not mind them. And just now that they have cast their vote, I just say thank you. Thank you, because what you have done, you've helped to put Liberia on the map. And because of what Liberians have done, you have people now. Okay. Samson to Liberian Public, what's your name? What's on your mind? And where you're calling from? Hello? Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in a noisy area, so I just want to say this quickly. It's a truth. The election that was just here, United Party had a representative.
Who is it? Eyes for the knee. I get a knee.
Not your moon. This is not your moon.
Oh, okay. Not your moon. Go ahead, man.
I see I'm at a noisy place, but I just want to drop this quickly. United Party had their representatives in rural areas. They have the tally sheet. They know the result. So there should be no compare on this thing. In fact, I think now the Liberian government that will be coming in should be thinking about changing the timetable. We're in the 21st century. The election should be on there who have already won.
Okay.
You know, so that anybody coming to the United Party for don't have representatives in very early should provide evidence.
Okay.
The next president of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. That's Nakamu. So, folks, give us a call here at 916-533-2048. And Nak, thanks for calling. We appreciate it. This is what we do here on Liberian Public Radio. You say something, people can fact check you quick. They don't fool around. You say something, if you say it correctly, or something you say that is not quite right, they'll tell you. Okay. So, but let me go back again. Folks, give us a call, 916-533-2048. And we're going to be, even though we're late coming on, but we're going to keep our time exactly where it's supposed to be. So give us a call. Give us a call. 916-533-2048. Okay? But anyhow, let me continue with this one person. Okay. Come on. Okay. So okay, here we go. Okay. So again, for me, I was out there. Let me do something here. Just give me a second, a minute. Let me do this here. I don't want to put numbers out there, so let's just play with a calculator here. My mind is not, I'm too old now to be trying to do the analysis. Then they can just do the thing here. But let's look at it again. Let's look at these numbers. Well, you can still call me. But let's look at this. Okay. So national. This is overall now. Okay. Okay. So 100 minus 6.66. you got in the whole system, you got 93.34% to go before you can say somebody's winning. Okay. So let's see this okay. So 46%. So in the whole thing, as far as they're concerned, it's like 181, 182. Okay. So that's just the percentage of the entire stuff. So let's just put these together. Okay. Okay. Turn out. Okay. 46 point, oops, excuse me, hold on guys. 46.27 divided by 100. That will give me the percent times 1,320, 132,040. Okay. So far, the 132,040, Ambassador Barker, from this tally, he has 61,094 votes. Of this 3,000, of the 1,000 something, he has 61,000. Okay, so let's see now. Well, that's about, what is it? I got 61. They got 57. So. Okay, but this is how you do the tallying. You take this 57, and you this is what, if you want to know what it is, if they give you the percent and you say, okay, this is what I want to know, you do this. You say 57,862 by 132,040. Okay. These people, their stuff is not jiving, yo. Times 100, their stuff is not jiving at all. So if you're listening, please check this out yourself. They got 57,862 votes out of the 132,040. So if you do the math, it doesn't give you 46% of that. It's not this number. Okay. If you do that math, if you do what is 57,862% of 52% of this, you're gonna get 43.82%, not 46. So somehow somebody is doing these things that these are kinds of stuff that if you believe people are cheating, you got your math person, like you can hire Cesar Goya to start running these things through. Because if this is what the net going to be presenting, and if you're not winning, and if you want to challenge, this is how you challenge them. Because the math should be simple. It shouldn't be that much difficult, okay? Because if you say 46%, if you have a turnout of 100 so far, okay? But here's another interesting thing. These people, they got to be very careful, you know. They might not be like CDC. I'll be nice to CDC. I say I'll be nice. But here's the interesting thing. They have turned out the 66. Okay, let's check this 66% that I've been making noise all night. Let's check that out. Samson to 392. About 5,890. Okay, times 100. Okay, it's 0.6. Okay, that's fine. Their 0.66 is correct. What you do, you take the 392 and divide it by 5,890. You will get the 6.66% of the precinct, not the vote, of the precinct. Now, when they talk about the vote here, this is where I have little issue. They say the total turnout, which is whatever they have now, is 132,040. Okay, and they're making that 5.34% of what? Okay, so because in order for you to I better shut my mouth. I'm going to discuss it. Your father. I'm not going to go into that. I don't want people to say, you know. But those are things you have to check. In order to have a percent of something, the percent of something have to be this, and this is the percent. Okay. Do they know what 100% going to look like already? Okay, for you to tell me that the 132,040 is 5.34% of what? Do you know the total vote already? So what's this 5.34% come from? What is that? Okay, so maybe yes, what they, and I don't want to go deep into these people thing because I don't want to I don't want to go deep into it. So I'll just let it go. Okay, I'll just let it go because if you go here, 7,000, 18,000, 7, that's 20. Let's just say 20 as 8,000, 22. This is 0. Let's say 30,000 now. 60, 61, 61, 69, 69, 70, 77, 77, 80, 83. Folks, I'm running up here quickly. 80, 84, 84, 89, say 90, 93, 0 here, 93, that's 100. Okay, that's 120, 120 something. So that's about correct. Plus 15, that's 150, 180. Yes, 130 some thousand. That's correct. That's about correct. If you add all of the vote in all of the county, and I was just doing it rough, and let me show you how I did it. Lofa County, they have 7,615. Bapolo, they have 13. So that's about 21. Again, 7,600. So I just round it up. I said 21, but 7 plus 13, that's 20. I just round it up to 20. So if you add all of those up, they're within that. But what I want to know is, this is the total percent now. They got to be careful because you're saying this is, say, Goya, if you're not busy, give me a call, and maybe disabuse me on this here, please. Because if you add all these up, they're coming up to 132,040. But you're saying here that represent 5.34% of what? Interesting. Because are they telling us that they have, because if they're dealing with 100, I don't want to go too much into it. I'm not going to go through into this math stuff here. But if they're dealing with 100, okay, so maybe they're telling us that they're expecting maybe 110, maybe about 500,000 votes. I'm just giving an example. And out of that, they have this now 32, which represent 5.4% of the. You know when you have a number line, right? You have the long bar. Here is 0, negative. Here is 0, positive. So if you go in here from here to 20, and you get 7 is what percent of the 20? So if they're saying that 5.3% is that of the 7, so but that's why I trust them. I'm not going to question anything they're doing right now. I'll just trust them because I know these people at statisticians. They're very good math people. Liberians are very smart. But anyway, folks, this is our new system. And I'm going to shine light in your faces for just a minute. What we have done in the studio here. Okay, let me go ahead. Okay, so what we did in the studio is usually the lights we have just too much right now. But before we only have this banner light here, 1, 2, 3, and then we have these 4. So about it usually when I come on, it's not this bright. And I really, because I'm in another area, I'm not in the house, I'm in the studio, and I want the studio to be as bright as possible. So let me do this. I'm going to show you. No, I'll keep it a secret to myself. But let me just describe it to you. Sometimes I amaze myself. My son and I were talking when I finished. He said, "Dad, wow, this place." I said, "What do you think about your father?" He said, "Yeah, when we started the project, I didn't know. I thought it was something." But have you seen movie studio? But they usually spend thousands, even millions of dollars to put lights in there. Well, I try to follow the movie studio, but I don't have millions of dollars. But I have Home Depot. So I go to Home Depot with my own mindset, engineer, whatever it is. I decide to do my own studio lighting condition. I'll show you anyway, but I can't just describe it. Just give me a minute. I can't just describe it like that. I will show you. And in the process, okay. All right. So let me see now. Okay. All right. I'll show you. Oh, there's a little. I don't have enough wiring system. I took the other wire away. Okay. But anyhow, I'll show you. I'll still show you. Because it's not like I'm trying to show off. So why if I show off? Let me show off. So, but the reason is when we do these things, we've been, Mr. So as always, explained to us that we have to do what we can to improve the system of whatever it is we do on LPR. We have to improve the system. So this is what I did. Let me go to this camera. So you see here, okay? So I have the studio. It's over there. Okay, you see the studio, right? So it's in order for me to have light shining over there in the studio, I have this light. This is from Home Depot. This is some wood. And I have some brackets. I have these brackets that I fasten onto the ceiling, okay, of my studio. And you know what a studio is? They kicked me out. They kicked me in the garage. So I said, fine, I will make piece of this garage a studio. Because when I'm in the house, she said I'm making too much noise. That's okay. So they kicked me out. But I decided I'm going to fix this. So I built this all by myself, folks. I'm serious. It cost me a little bit of money, but I built this all by myself. Okay? Truly. Look at the wood, if you can see the wood back there. Can you see this? Okay, you see all the studs. So I can build. I can do, and I give it an elevation of this and put a wood trimming all around it. So, but the thing is, this lighting condition, I decided I'm going to do this lighting. So I did 2 sets of lights. Okay, you see the light? Goes out there, and this one. So I have this other light. I have this other light. I have that. I have that. So with this new camera, you see this camera here? Very, very, very expensive. This camera you see here, that I can say, because it's very expensive, because the camera can do a lot of things for me. But that is the reason why when I asked the young man earlier as to whether he's able to, what's my new studio, and he said, yeah, he liked it. That's what it is. That's what we do. That's what we do. So I'm very happy to introduce my studio to all of you, those of you that are watching. Thank you for because of your support. Because when we come out here, every night we come out here and turn his camera on, and you follow us. So I want to make sure that when I come here, I don't come and act like many of those people. They sit down in their bed, they sit down there, in places that no, because if you're gonna take your time to watch me, I must give you something, not just from a big mouth, but what is it surrounding? What do I look like? I want you to see that. Because of you, that Mr. So will say, we have people that follow us, and we have to make sure that we give them some good product. That's why when you see Mr. So, you will never see him wear a t-shirt on his show. Every time you see Mr. So, well-dressed, there's no question asked, well-dressed. When he comes in, even his background, the executive marshal, he put a lot of effort in it just to develop those things. And even when he played something like a commercial or something like that, okay, just a minute, let me take this out. So when he played commercial, even the video that we show you guys, we want to make sure that these things are genuine. So for example, just quite recently, Mr. So and LPR came to you guys to ask for support, because we wanted our brothers and sisters over there that were going to be covering the election to be able to have transportation. And many of you came through because you believe in us. So in order for us to pay back your effort, it's the fact that when you come to watch us, you see how bright this is? Okay? You don't see me walking with shadow here and there. No. I have sets of light here that cancel this light that coming up towards me, cancel the shadow. I have to do those things. We do them so that when you're watching us, you would think so you're watching CNN. Thank you. Thank you. No, on a very serious note, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We're going to do more. We're going to do more because where Alfonso, Nathaniel Cry, and the rest of the LPR crew took us, Mazola, where they took LPR from to be at this point, they did a wonderful thing. And I want to take this opportunity again tonight to thank Mr. Soul, Mr. Cry, Mazola, Mr. George, Marley, Sissy Goya. I want to thank all of you. I mean, because of the way you guys engage each other on this platform, you continue to elevate the conversation. The election is over, but we continue with the conversation. And I want to thank all of you. And I think Sissy, hopefully, once he gets settled in, will come back strong. And then I'm hoping that, because he's a brilliant, brilliant young man, he has a lot to offer. He can stay right here on LPR and help the educational system back home by just providing information. Okay? And this is what we intend to do, and that is to make sure we continue to provide information that is, sort of, when I'm saying agree with us, I'm going to also, with this kinds of, the studio that I have now, I'm going to put my board up here. Once the election process is over, I'll put my board up here and do my roadway design right here where people will watch. And with this camera here, I have a mean up for this camera. This camera, I can sit here and zoom in, okay? And people should be able to see how zooming and see how it. So if I were to be writing here, you would see it, okay? So I should be able to stay here now and do a lot of things with the camera, okay? I want to thank you guys. And so, folks, we will be back with Mr. So tomorrow. But one last thing I want to say before I go, please, Liberians, be careful with the election. You don't want, after the election, the people in the street. If whenever we believe that there's a cheating that happened, you see, the good thing is, this Supreme Court Chief Justice, she's very smart. Months ago, she went in public, having a press conference. She told the journalists, and through the journalists, told the political party and their political leaders. So we ask you, we implore you for you to hire some of the best campaign lawyers, so that if you have issue, the lawyer will approach the Supreme Court or whatever judicial system that they want to utilize. The Supreme Court just told us that. That means they are willing and they will be ready to get involved. So if you have people who are willing to be involved, why would we not utilize that system? So I'm asking all of you to please see reason. Be patient. Let's wait. Even if the NEC will make mistake, let's wait and see their mistake and see the gravity of their mistake. Then perhaps we can try to engage. But you cannot and you must not try to engage in a system with a system that you think based on speculation. That's like Donald Trump. It doesn't go well. Liberia is not up there yet. We're trying. So I want to thank all of you again tonight. Oh yeah, Mr. Toto, George Toto watching. Mr. Toto, I was just telling the people here how you almost went crazy when same way we're not working. But people, is that me alone or that same way having problem? Over 100 people. You think Dr. Toto one same way to open so money will come from Bangladesh to him? No, it's the other way around. That's what I said. The Liberian diaspora are just wonderful people. But I will say thank you very much, and we'll say good night to you. And we're going to try this system. We're going to be standing up a lot, because if you guys watching, we want to show that we are up to task by standing and running our mouth. But just prepare now. That's why I got a chair here. If I stand up for a long time, I get tired. I will come sit down. Don't think say I'm disrespecting you. That means my feet tired. Mr. So don't pay me. He threatened to fire me since this morning, but 4 times already. When my system was no sound was coming on, he called me right away. No sound. One of the things I want to fire you. He started, So when the system started working, I asked him, can't tell me now whether there's a sound now. He will not come back. So anyway, folks, Dr. Toto, good evening to you as well. Thank you. All right, folks, we will say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I say, stay safe. Let's pray for one another. Please, whatever we do, we only have Liberia. You can't go to Guinea and say, I want to be a citizen. They will not allow you. You can go and be a citizen, but you'll be second-class citizen. You don't know the pure forest. The people got culture over there, got law. You ain't go violate. You go violate the pure law over there, you go into jail. The only place I can go to Total and be as frisky as I want. I can go to Total and go to the bush over there, what they call Congo. I know the area well. I can go to Montpellier. I know the area well. In fact, I can start walking from Biaya Tawe, Biaya Choson, and go all the way to Blomtown. I know the area. That will not leave in the bush. And you know what I mean? When somebody leave in the bush, oh, okay, I'm speaking real crown to you now. I will not leave in the bush. I can leave from there, come all the way to Biaya Tawe from Blomtown area. Nothing. I can go even hit Zodru area. Mount Zodru area and come all the way along Sesto River. I can leave from there and go all the way to Plo. You see what I'm doing? Because I know these places. I can't do that in Africa. I can't do that in Ghana. I can't do that in Sierra Leone. I can't do that in Guinea. Only in Liberia. So this is the only country we have. We have to guide it. But at the same time, let's make sure we maintain the peace. Election is not the end of the world. We got 6 years, every 6 years, and many of you are young. You know how many 6 years you have left? More than 206 years you have. Is that right? You see, this is the man that was doing the math on the election commission earlier. 206. Samson too. But anyway, folks, I want to thank all of you, and I will say good night to all of you. Let's meet again on Mr. Soul Show tomorrow. I'm not too sure how I'm going to approach, whether I'm going to stand up or I'm going to stand up. We'll figure something out. But thank you very much for turning in tonight. We appreciate it, and we'll say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.
buru. Tizio, ama tizi, ama zesiara, baru koze pakatino. Tegara mai amanya na papa sakungni, pada mepiyede bele, sama wakule wo, ama wo nairole wo, ipo wasoba. Tizio, ama tizi, ama zesiara, saya kese buru. Tizio, ama tizi, ama zesiara, baru koze pakatino. Tegara mai amanya na papa sakungni, pada mepiyede bele, sama wakule wo, ama wo nairole wo, ipo wasoba. Every grace the Mundari. Amanda Saburu say I guess I'm Puroma, yes, Mundari. Be grace the Mundari.